It's Debo SBI officially. You realize we on the internet. Boy! You start your day with one to the face, like my status. If you make money every day, like my status. If you mix smoking with the drinking, like my status. You party like every day the weekend, like my status, 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 like my status. Yeah, you know how I do it, bro. I start my day off with some smoke in a gym post. Then I'm like, yo, who hung over from last night? That got me a lot of comments and a bunch of likes. Lot of liquor, lot of swishers, bad bitches. I hit bro up, told him tag me in them pictures. I've been getting money, smoking, focused on my lyrics. I be posting bullshit, I don't take it serious. When fools be posting shit that I ain't trying to read, I delete they ass, get out my news feed. Man, I got fans sending friend requests every day. I just tell them all to go and like my music page. I see too many people posting about their lives, I always comment on it. Man, that's TMI. I be Instagramming pics of me and my money. Late at night, LMS for new texting buddies. If you and your niggas bang, like my status. If you a go and hit a stang, like my status. If you be ducking from the boys, like my status. If you be blowing on that noise, like my status, 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 like my status. I ain't mad when I get the comments or the likes, but stop sending me them damn game advice. I get tagged in photos by dudes I never knew. When I look at it, it's some fucking shoes. I ain't always on the net, I be paper chasing. I'm on here for music, hit my Reverb Nation. I ain't just on the book, I got a Twitter too. You wanna see my videos, hit up YouTube. It's Cutthroat, we everywhere, shit been in motion. I ain't only for no chicks, strictly for promotion. We really with our shit. It's a movement, dude. Look, y'all be clicking on your own shit just to boost your views. If I think shorty cute, I'm a friend requester. Tell her hit the inbox or just instant message. Dude hating on us cause he wanna make it large. We'll beat his ass and send that shit to World Star. If you ready for the drama, like my status. If you voted for Obama, like my status. If you a turn up on they ass, like my status. You got a pocket full of bands, like my status, 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 like my status. Got half on the bottle, like my status. You living like there's no tomorrow, like my status. If you trying to chop it up, like my status. If you trying to match a blunt, like my status. Like my status. Like my status. Like my status.